Jurassic World Rebirth is directed by Gareth and it's about some people going to an island to extract something from dinosaurs and they have to survive dinosaurs. I think at this point you just care about dinosaurs, and it's easily the best Jurassic World film. Although it doesn't mean that much because the previous 3 films have been garbage, at least in my opinion. Or does it? Sorry guys, I've never cared about dinosaurs. I care even less about the Jurassic World franchise. And the first 30 minutes was exactly what I thought this film was gonna be. A weak story, weak plot, boring characters with just dialogue, giving exposition and giving backstory to them in just the simplest way possible. When they get into the island, they were encountering a lot of situations with dinosaurs. I was like, oh yeah, this was directed by Gareth Edwards. Of course! This director is a huge fan of Jurassic Park, you can tell, because if you've seen 2014's Godzilla, you can tell there's a lot of inspirations taken from the Jurassic Park film. His directing is incredible once again. I just wish he had better scripts because his movies always look amazing. They're always epic, but the scripts are just very weak. And I wish the script of this film was better though. But from the second to third act, it was extremely entertaining. It was tense. The sequences have build up. They were well structured and they were very creative. And the payoffs of the sequences were also really exciting. This was a very exciting, crowd-pleasing movie. I watched this film with 3 of my friends and we all had a blast. The film actually has some characters that I care about. Some characters that were actually really fun. And there are some characters that are very boring and don't have anything interesting about them. There's a family here that I really care about. There's a character in that family that his introduction I was like, oh, I'm gonna hate this character. But no, I didn't. This was really surprising to me. Jonathan Bailey's character is actually really good and there's a scene with him that was really touching and I was surprised. The acting is really great. The acting, the cinematography, the score, the directing of course is really great. The CGI does look kind of like National Geographic's dinosaurs.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. The very name means Tyrant Lizard King.
Is one of the weakest aspects, and trust me guys, I'm not one of those guys who says, it was entertaining so I'm gonna give it a good grade. No, I'm not one of those guys. I always pick up things that are very mediocre in films, and this one has a lot of that, but the craft was so good and was so entertaining, well made, and the shots were amazing. The script of those sequences with those dinosaurs was really great. So I really will feel bad if I told you that this was a bad movie. What kept this film consistent from the second to third act is the fact that it's very simple. Characters have to survive dinosaurs. There's not a stupid subplot with a girl that is revealed to be a clone and then she pushes a button and releases dinosaurs around the world. There's nothing like that. It's just, we have to run from these things. There's a shot with a helicopter. That's everything I'm gonna say. It gave me goosebumps. I've never had that feeling with a Jurassic World film or park since the first one. This is easily the best one in the last 4 films we have gotten of this franchise. The Jurassic World, the ones that have the Jurassic World title, easily the best one. I'm gonna give Jurassic World Rebirth a 7. I know, I sounded very excited and you were expecting maybe a higher grade, but it's just the fact that I was expecting shit. And it was good. It was entertaining, it was tense, and exciting. That's, I think, what most of you want from a Jurassic World film. And dinosaurs. There's dinosaurs. So yeah, as always guys, thank you for watching and take care of your time.